So the first question is, would you rather have it rain all year round or for it to snow all year round?
Snow.
Why did you say snow?
Because I come from a part of the world that it never snows. So for me, it's quite nice. I come from New Zealand, which is a long way away, and it only snows in very small parts. So I don't know, I think the snow's just different. It rains a lot though, so that's the difference, I think.
Would you rather have the best house in the world or the best car in the world?
Or I would rather have the best house, because you can share that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd probably have the best house, because with the car, you can't live in your car and like...
Yep. And I'm in finance, and your house will, what you call, appreciate. So you're going to, in the long run, having a house is way better than a car. You lose money on cars too quickly. So
would you rather have the worst phone or the worst laptop?
Worst phone.
Really?
I mean, if you've got a bad phone, that's okay. But I think your laptop, you can write stories, and you can, that I would miss my laptop more than my phone.
This one, I don't really know for that, because I like to type a lot of stuff, even if it's just random things. I just like typing. So but I also really, really, really love my phone.
And I think they're blurring as well. I think that the phones are becoming mini laptops.
What does happiness mean to you, like on a general level? What would happiness mean to you?
I would say it's when I feel like I'm contributing, when I feel like I'm belong. Yeah, happiness would be when I feel like I belong. It comes with that. I think happiness is when you feel part of something.
What do you do at work, and like what do you enjoy? So like, what's your job and what do you enjoy the most about it?
So I work in the world of what they call probably finance. So, when businesses, let's come back to your car. When someone wants to buy a car, or, they have a house and they want to buy the property next door, I do that for big businesses. I help businesses grow, and I help them change, and I do it all with a finance lens. So we help them pay for it, find other people to help them pay for it, the banks and others. So it's very much a world of lots of change and lots of businesses as well, even though they're big businesses. But I would have never thought I'd be in this job ever. I didn't even know it existed when I was in school. So it's pretty cool. And it's got I work with a lot of men. A lot of men. It's a very small bit of women, but which is great. I get to make a difference, and hopefully mean girls in the future want to play in finance, because it's often thought about as not a path for girls.
Thank you. And the last question is it hard managing other people? Like, because you're like in a senior position, is it harder to, like, what's the most hardest thing about managing other people?
When you manage other people, I think the hardest thing is change. Most people like comfort. Businesses that don't continue to change, will probably not be as successful as they could be. And I always want our business to be better. As a leader, you are always a leader. It doesn't matter if you're having a bad day or whatever. So when you are trying to inspire and motivate, really senior people, it's tough sometimes, because sometimes you just want to be comfortable and not change. So, and because we're a really big business, we also get to influence, societies and, the next generation of talent. If you kind of think about, what you might want to do, as a job, and I don't want the job, I want, what do you want to, what is it you want to, do you want to teach, not to be a teacher, but do you want to, what is it that you want to be a carer, or, it's kind of, have you had an idea of what you want to kind of, but not the job, kind of the feeling you want to get, the contribution, I would say. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, when I was 5, since then I've always wanted to be a doctor, because I was always hearing about on the news, because I think then it was really more serious about cancer. And I was always like, when I'm older, I'm going to become a doctor so I can have a cure for cancer. And I always like wanted to just help cure diseases and help people. And I also thought that if I was a doctor, then I could give my parents discounts like on medicines and stuff. So I've always wanted to be a doctor. But I definitely wanted to be an author in my spare time. So because obviously I write books. So the teacher idea, I think it came in like I used to just watch my teachers teach me a lot of the time. And then I used to ask to take the register downstairs. And when I used to take the register down to the office, I would look inside the register, look at people's surnames, and then when I got home, I would write it on a paper and pretend they were my students. So
Well, that's awesome. And what I really loved about that is you've thought the doctor is the title, but it's about the helping people, or as a teacher, again, it's just a form of making individuals' lives hopefully better. Is this what you expected, this conversation?
no, I thought it was gonna be like very formal. I didn't think I was gonna laugh much. And I think, yeah, this was not what I really expected. So I'm glad you gave me this experience. Thank you very much.
Oh, look, this is a pleasure for me.
Thank you so much.
Great, and I look forward to catching up soon as well.
So do I.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Young girls, they get to speak about jobs and things they probably didn't know, where they're like, I didn't know that was a job about finance until I spoke to Julie. So I think it also helps widen the knowledge of the different jobs you can do, because right now there's like probably a stereotype that there's only so much jobs, especially women, can do. So I think doing this project helps like expand the options of jobs that you can participate in.
I really reflected on, how I got to be in a position that, quite frankly, when I was 12 years old, I did not even know existed. And I reflected on kind of some of that journey. And I think there were just too many perceptions of people in, what would be deemed, senior roles, whether, and that's all from the eye of the beholder, that probably are very untrue. And so I think for me, your program starts to really make that real and breaks down the perceptions of people's backgrounds, their differences, and brings them through storytelling. And it also made me kind of think about, well, why did I probably back myself to do something that was so not on the radar of my upbringing in order to get to roles? I mean, part of it's luck, part of it's passion, but part of it's believing in yourself that we're not, the path we have in front of us is ours to make. So that's why I think this is an incredibly strong program. So a huge thank you, because, I just think it's great. And if I can influence just a very small amount, then I would love to think, and we can make a difference together. So the person that I will be putting forward is a lady called Karen Hopkins. And Karen is currently the brand marketing and communications global leader for a big professional services partnership. She is a very good friend of mine. She has an incredibly diverse background. So Karen is my nomination.